Hi, everybody. I'm Brooke Bryant. I'm a realtor in the Charlotte, North Carolina area and the surrounding areas. Love working with all clients. Particularly, I love working with first time home buyers. Wrote a book, The Ultimate Guide for First Time Home Buyers, and wanted to talk today about the scenario where you're a first time home buyer, you've just gotten a job in another city, you're being promoted, you're being relocated, you need to buy a home in that new city. What do you need to do to be able to move quickly to buy the home? My recommendation would be reach out to the people you know. If you have a trusted realtor, reach out to that person and see if they can put you in touch with a realtor in the area to where you're moving. If not, ask your friends and family, do you have a realtor? Is there somebody in the area where I'm moving that you can recommend? And explain your situation that moving, I need to find a home very quickly. And that realtor will guide you through the process. One of the first things they're going to do is put you in touch with a lender, unless you're paying cash, but they're going to put you in touch with a lender who is licensed to work in the area where you're moving in the state. They're typically licensed to work in certain states, the same as realtors. And some lenders are licensed to work in multiple states, as are real estate agents. They're going to evaluate you to see what loan products are going to be available to you. How quickly you can close on a home is going to be determined by the kind of loan you get. Some loans take a little bit longer. If they're government backed loans, like a USDA loan or a VA loan, sometimes those take a little bit more time. Not a lot, but if time's a consideration, you need to know that. So they're going to get you pre-approved so that you know precisely how much home you can afford, so that when you're working with a lender, you're not going to spend and waste time looking at homes that you can't afford that are outside of your budget. You're going to look at homes that are in your price range. So that's going to help you save some time. Having that pre-approval letter is going to make you ready to submit a competitive offer very quickly. So what that means is if you go, you see a home that you love, you want to submit an offer on that home, and you do, but other people are interested in that home too. They want to submit an offer. If they've got that pre-approval letter from their lender, it's going to put them in a much more competitive situation than you are, because the seller of the home doesn't want to accept an offer and go under contract with somebody that they don't have reassurance can actually qualify for a loan to buy that home. So first things you're going to need to do, find a realtor that comes recommended to you either through your friends, family, or a realtor that you know in the area you're leaving, or you can always go online and do some research. There are very good tools out there to find realtors who specialize in your area. They even break it down to price points that realtors prefer to work in. Now, when you're working with a lender, there's some information that they're going to need to help get you that pre-approval letter and to determine the home price range that you should be looking in. What they're going to look at is your credit score. There are different types of loan products. And if you've got a really great credit score, that's fantastic. But you can have a credit score. There are some loan products out there that are available to you. And in the as low as in the 500s, you're going to pay a higher interest rate, which is a concern in certain times when interest rates go up. That's going to determine how much of a home you can afford. The higher your interest rate, the higher your house payment's going to be. So the less sale price you can afford on the home. But there are those products available. And this is your first home, and you can always refinance. So don't let that scare you off. You're also going to look at your income. And in the scenario where you just got a promotion and you're moving to another area to accept a new job, that's great. That's going to reflect very well on your income. But let's say you switched companies. Now, you have to have work history in order to qualify for a loan. If you're a salary employee, that's typically they just need to show that you've been a salary employee. I believe it's just a couple weeks of verification that they need, or one pay record. If you are not salary and you're hourly, then looking more at 6 months of work history if you're an employee that switched professions. There are creative options out there. You're going to look at your debt to income. So they're going to want to see records of all of the debt that you have. That's going to include your car payment. It's not things like what you spend on food or entertainment or cable, but it's those revolving credit charges that you have, and it's payments like your car payment and student loans, those sorts of things, the payments that you're responsible for every month, because they want to make sure that you can afford this home as well as afford all of the other bills that you have and still be able to eat at the end of the month. So they're going to want to see tax records. Some of it, you just have to find a creative lender and a realtor who can help put you in touch with those lenders. And one thing I'll say too, we're talking about closing quickly. One thing that I've found as a realtor, and most realtors I know in their experience, we really prefer working with mortgage lenders from smaller institutions, not these really big banks. A lot of those folks work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So if you're going to see homes on a Saturday, to be able to get them to send you a pre-approval letter, you might not be able to do that. So your offer might not even be able to be considered until the following Monday. So work with a lender who answers their phone or replies to text in the evenings and weekends, a lender who's knowledgeable, who can answer questions, and who responds back to you in a timely manner. For more tips on that and working with realtors, working with lenders, and the information that they might need from you, you can find all sorts of great information at our website, realtysuccesshub.com.